Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. Like I said in the last video, we're not at Mike's Garage. We're at Ventura, the Ventura County Fairgrounds in Ventura, California at the Chopperfest, which is also the David Mann Show.
That's correct.
And so we're walking around talking to a few people we know, and one of the things I always like to show off is my friend Ben at American Prime Manufacturing.
Yeah, we turn each other on. That's
Quit it. We don't say things like that. That is disgusting, man. Yeah. Okay, what I wanted to show is some of Ben's products. You know, he's got all kinds of wonderful stuff. The American Prime Manufacturing clutch. I can't say enough nice things about that clutch.
Can I tell you a few things about that? So our claim to fame is in opposition to the stock clutch, which is this piece. So the stock clutch, and if you got a Shovelhead or a Panhead or a Knucklehead, you'll kind of recognize this got studs and it had coil springs and little needle bearings in this roller cage and the friction liner on the back, okay? So these things inherently are very unstable because they wobble around a lot. And when they wobble, the back of the clutch touches the that friction liner, which is what pulls you through stoplights and makes the bike chatter. And anybody who's got one of these knows what I'm talking about. They're also kind of hard to pull in. They're hard to set up. They're kind of a pain in the neck. So we took an Evo clutch, basically, which is diaphragm spring based, and we made this clutch for 4-speed big twins. And what it does is it takes the double row sealed bearing, puts it inside of a bearing retainer, and so it's very stable. It doesn't wobble at all. No studs, no coil springs. It's diaphragm spring based, even pressure all the way around, and a 2-3 finger pull. Very easy to pull in, very easy to engage, and really easy to set up and adjust correctly. Basically, this thing will just drop into a stock-like basket, and then you flip this thing over, and you're going to put this little plate on the back to secure this in, and that's all there is really to it. Great clutch. Our frictions are wider, so there's more surface area, and I can't tell you how many people have installed this clutch, like Mike knows, and you'll feel like when you go from that OE clutch to this clutch, you'll feel like you put a new motor in because they really hook up good, they disengage good, easier to get into neutral, you're not going to be pulling through a stoplight, all that happy horse shit.
Well, you know, it's a funny thing. You talk about it, and I'll hear one list of things you like about it. Then if I talk about it, I'm gonna tell more about the things that I really like about it too. So give me a minute here.
Hit it.
Okay, well, he shows it real well. Look at the number of plates in here. I can't even remember how many plates there are in this. Seven. Okay, so you got 7 plates. 7 plates is like 3 or 4 times the amount of mating surface of an original old Harley clutch.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, when he says it hooks up, you know, the problem I had with my shovel years ago is I kept making more horsepower. As I learned more and as I went on, I got to make more and more horsepower. And my clutch hooked up worse and worse and worse. It went on forever till I finally got one of these.
Yeah,
and again, the number of plates, the number of steels, the number of fibers, all together, there's just so much more hooking up. And you did say about the diaphragm spring, which is really
and
true.
That's kind of the key to it, because the diaphragm spring puts even pressure all the way around the pressure plate, which is what contacts the dry plates and the frictions. And versus the coil springs, with coil springs, you have different rates of collapse, so that's what kind of makes the thing unstable. It doesn't. You might have 3 weak springs, 4 strong springs, etc. Where with the diaphragm spring, there's 1 spring, period. That's all you're dealing with. And also with coil springs, the more you tighten down on them to put more pressure on the pack, the harder it is to pull in, because you're getting close to coil bind. Whereas the diaphragm spring, you don't have that. You have mechanical advantage. Once it starts getting near center, it releases itself. So it's got more mechanical advantage than a coil spring, which you always got to compress.
Could not have said it better. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
I just said what you were going to say.
No, I didn't. I'm just saying it because he taught me, you know. See, he's been around a lot longer than I have.
I taught me everything I know.
Yeah, which took about a minute. Anyway. But that's about it. You know, besides that, you've got wonderful carburetors here. I mean, everything you've got.
Well, can I say a few words about this, John? So this is all part of the 4-speed stuff. This is a alternator cover, and you got a main shaft support, and then in between that, we have this thing called a equalizer plate. It kind of all bolts together. But the reason why I'm talking about these is we just redid the tooling. The old tooling went down. It was so old. It was 50-something years old and was all cracked and whatnot. Finally, they caved in, so we did brand new tooling. We got our logo on the inside here. Everything's perfect. No cracks from deteriorating tooling. Got our logo there. It's a beautiful piece. So this stuff will be available shortly. It comes in polished and in cast-like finish. Like I said, all brand new tooling, so they're really nice pieces. And then we can talk about the carburation.
Yay! Okay, well, we know I've run SUs for 30, 40 years.
You love, so, my
what does he do?
So, he loved SUs, and he was great. He was a good spokesman for because we make SUs. And I love that. He's always talking, I love SUs, I think you couldn't kill me. I'll take your SU. Well, I made the mistake of asking him to try out our new Shovelhead Makuni kit.
And I ain't giving it back.
And he ain't. so
that works.
I don't know, do you know his cameraman? Cameraman Mike, do you know him? Nice guy, smart guy. So he was telling me a story a little bit ago that accident, and what did you say? You said, you could do a wheelie. He said you could do a wheelie with the SU, but not accidentally. So he was driving along and he gave it some throttle with the new carburetor, and it went up, and his eyes got how big, Mike?
Very big. Yeah. Mine too.
He was going, oh, please don't wreck. But this Makuni is just a phenomenal carburetor. They're well designed, well engineered, and what we did, and nobody else does it. We put together a Shovelhead kit. That has its own unique throttle wheel with multiple positions to make it easier to install, and the cable the bracket for the cables, and everything's
everything in between.
Right.
One of the things that nobody realized until they go out and play with it, which I didn't. I mean, I installed a lot of these on Evos, bunches and bunches.
Right.
But I had never put one on a Shovelhead. And this made it real easy. Your kit really made it real easy. The whole thing did.
Why don't you
but
just
when
say
I got it done, when I got it done, I whacked the throttle, and there was about that much of a hesitation in it. So I took a screwdriver and I turned that little screw about that far,
which manipulates the accelerator pump, makes the accelerator pump work either less or more, and that's
actually it isn't the less or more, it's the when.
Yeah,
that's early and late there.
That's exactly
so we
right.
brought it in just a little bit earlier, and that's when I had the front end problems.
Why don't you just say it out, say it clear? We're extremely intelligent people.
We?
Well, me.
Oh, yeah. Go for it, Ben.
Well, anyway, that knows me knows that I'm full of.
Yeah, well, then that's why I don't go to these shows very often. It's because I run into Ben. Anyway, I think we pretty well covered it. You are making now SU carburetors?
Yeah. We not only make every single piece on this carburetor, we call this the Eliminator 3 by APM. We not only make every single piece brand new, we sell all the parts, complete kits, and we also rebuild older SUs at the factory. We sell stuff like ear cleaners. We got a brand new ear cleaner which is actually made for us by a guy named Chopper Dave. A lot of people know him, Chopper Dave's Casting. This is just coming out here pretty soon. And we also make velocity stacks in either cast or a polished finish. We also make this idle screw.
I really like that
With-
piece.
Oh, they're great.
That piece
Yeah.
is really
You almost got to have it because the actual idle screw that comes with the carburetor is this. So if you're, riding, you're reaching down and moving this thing, it's almost impossible. But this thing, it's a knurled top, and it just works really good. And it was designed by a good friend of mine, which I can't tell you his name.
wasn't me. I had nothing to do with it.
Now,
Cameraman.
Now I got another thing that I want to show you, which is really super duper. So, in the past, if you had like a stroker or big inch shovel that was running an SU or panhead, you'd have a float bolt extension. It's that little spacer there. You use 2 gaskets. Gave you more gas than the float
I've
bolt.
done it for years and years. I always do it.
Right, and then you take the main jet
Right.
and you cut the bottom off and you put a little tube
piece
on
of
it.
Tube. Okay.
Well, I thought that was just crazy, so I came out with this piece,
Oh,
which
look
is
at that.
one-piece extended float bolt,
That's nice.
Wow.
and
I haven't even seen that
I know,
product yet.
yeah, that's a surprise. Are you surprised?
Surprise!
And we
Surprise.
came out with an extended main jet that fits right down in there, and you don't have to put on a stupid tube or cut the bottom end or anything. Is that awesome or what?
Awesome.
Is that awesome?
That's awesome.
How about you?
Awesome.
Thank you. It's unanimous. We were voted best company in the show
Is that right?
by 3 people.
By 3 people. That's it. All right. Well, listen. I think we covered it. Did we cover it well?
We did a
Ben,
good job.
As
Thank you,
always,
Mike.
it's always a pleasure.
I appreciate
and
you
this
coming
is
on.
my friend Ben Kudon at American Prime Manufacturing.
That's us.
And all these wonderful products are guaranteed not to rust, bust, or collect dust. And you know what? We'll see you out on the road.
What's that?
We'll see you out on the road.